Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cowboys will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game? You talk about doing this all week, and you talk about, we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief, climbing through the roof, baby.
A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. players. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Now on third down after that run. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Svoboda. They're trying to get to him. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Leaves it with the running back.
As an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They go to the draw. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The give to Davis. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it down the middle.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Svoboda getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BYU! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target over the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Svoboda. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Never a doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Roberts. They get him down after he makes the catch.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Just feeds the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Cougars are on the move. They'll ride Davis here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
2nd and 10 here. Off play action. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it. The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They knock him down right there.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect.
Wyoming 16, BYU 7.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
On the run, it's Martin. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Svoboda. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. They'll try to get the first through the air. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's gone. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Svoboda. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Snags it quickly on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. It's loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Good enough for a first down.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Pocket starts, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Cougars will hustle to the line. Trying play action. Gets open down the middle. Got enough space. Touchdown, BYU! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Number 17.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
That makes the score Wyoming 26, BYU 14. Number 44 set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Dropping back, it's Svoboda. Quick strike complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Nice job by the quarterback. Quick snap and post snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Cowboys are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. He wants to throw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. They're bringing heat. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays. I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's looking to throw. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Now really back in the game here. Leads down to 12 as they're about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Hogs it downfield. Pulls it in. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The give to the tailback. Hard running there. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Cowboys are on the move. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. To the air. It's Svoboda. He got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And they'll knock him down. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. Well, jet sweep pass. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little far.
Wyoming 36, BYU 21.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trying to get to him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
BYU lines up quickly. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. It's complete to the right. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll run play action. The sure hands, it's Bowers. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas.
Touchdown, Cougars! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
BYU.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
BYU 28.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That's a kickoff.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Dropping back, it's Svoboda. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
To the ground with the back. Thrust that arm out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Back to pass, it's Svoboda. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.